So yesterday we learned point slope form and we wrote equations given a slope and a point. Today I'm going to give you 2 points. I need to write these equations in y equals mx plus b form. I don't know the slope or the y-intercept. And I can't use point slope form because I don't know the slope. So it seems like the common theme here is I need to know the slope. But I do know the slope, or I can find the slope, because I have this cool slope formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, change in y over change in x. Some of you are still getting this upside down. These are in alphabetical order, x, y, x, y. So let's do the slope on this one. So how about 9 minus 5, that's y2 minus y1, over x minus x, x2 minus x1. If I were you, I would just plug that straight into alpha y equals enter of my calculator, let it do the work for me. Except I'm not you, so I'm going to do it on my head and hopefully not make a mistake. So the slope is going to be, this is going to be 4 over negative 2, which is going to reduce to negative 2. So now I know my slope. And I know not only 1 point, but 2 points. So couldn't I use point slope form that I learned yesterday? Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Yes, I could. Would it matter which point I use? Well, no, it wouldn't. I could use either point. I promise you, you will get the right answer using either point. I don't care which one you use. So, let's use this one. Like I said, I really don't care which one you use. So y minus, what's the y? 5 equals m is negative 2 times x minus negative 2. Because I'm using this point for the x1, y1, and here's my slope that I already found. And remember, I have to have an x and a y in my final product, so those stay there. I'm going to just go ahead and say, like I did yesterday, that any time you see a minus negative, immediately change it to plus. If you do not, you're going to get confused. Immediately change it to plus, or you're going to get yourself all confused and not know what to do with that minus negative. So my next steps are to distribute through the parentheses, negative 2x minus 4, and then I only have one step left. That's to add the 5. Now I can't add it to the x's, can I? So I have to add it to the constant, and I get this, y equals negative 2x plus 1. Let's try it again on number 2. Now, the first thing I do is what? I find the slope using my slope formula. So it really doesn't matter which one of these you start with, but negative 3 minus 7 over 5 minus 5. Uh-oh. You know what's going to happen here if you put it in your calculator is it's going to say error. The reason it's going to say error is because there's a 0 in the denominator. We cannot divide by 0. That's illegal. That causes us to say the worst curse word in math and algebra, undefined. So this one's undefined. If it's undefined, the U is in the word VUX. That means we have only an X. Do you notice how these X's are the same? That means we have a vertical line, X equals 5. Wow, that one was easy, wasn't it? Yes. Number 2, here's number 1, here's number 2. Number 2 is going to be a vertical line, X equals 5. Boom, I'm done. Let's try another one. Let's find the slope on this one. So 5 minus 4 over 6 minus 9 equals 1 over negative 3. I'm just going to write that as negative 1/3. So let's use our point slope form. Let's go y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. It's always a good idea to keep this written on your paper. Y minus Oh, do you care which point we use? I don't care. Let's use the second one. Y minus 5 equals negative 1/3 times x minus 6. All I did was plug in my m of negative 1/3, and I used the second point for my y1 and my x1. Now I'm going to distribute. Like I said, be sure and let Mr. Calculator help you if you can't recall how to do this. Negative 1/3 times negative 6 will get us positive 2. And then I need to get rid of this 5 to get x by itself. I'm sorry, that's y. To get y by itself, what I do to one side, I do to the other. Here's my equation for number 3. Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 7. So I found the slope first. Then I picked either point and used point-slope form. However, some of you will like a second way to do it. So let me show you a second way to do this. You don't have to do it this way, but some of you I've learned in the past, some of my students like this way better. So let's try that same, number 1 here, where I have negative 2, 5, and negative 4, 9. All right, same one as number 1 here. I already found the slope on number 1. What was it? It was negative 2. We don't need to find it again. Now, here's just an alternate way of doing it. We know y equals mx plus b. I know m, don't I? So really, if I knew b, I could write y equals mx plus b. What if I could plug in everything but b and solve for b? Well, I can, because I have an x and a y. I don't care which one you use. Just for fun, let's use this one. Let's let 9 be the y. Let's let negative 2 be the m, because that's what m is. Let's let negative 4 be the x. The only thing I don't know is b. I substituted 9 for y, negative 2 for m, negative 4 for x. The only thing I didn't know was b. That's what I need to know. So let's do the math. Negative 4 times negative 2 is 8. And then, see, this is a simple equation. Then all I have to do is minus my 8. B equals 1. So I get y equals negative 2x plus 1. Because here's the b, here's the m. Now, is that what I got when I did it in point-slope form? Yes, it is. Got the exact same equation. So, I can either use point-slope form or I can plug it into y equals mx plus b. And when I Zoom with you today, I will show you some more examples of this if anybody wants to see more.